Mad Dragon. I hear you're the biggest toad in the puddle. One who resides out in the Western Badlands, while I reside in the East North. However, you and I, our paths are gonna come together next Sunday. Thank you kindly for responding to my email. For the first time ever, our worlds collide next Sunday. You and I commentating on the NRLW Cowboys versus Dragons game. And rest assured, Mad Dragon, this game means a little bit more to me and all NRLW Cowboys fans. Last year, you came up to our turf. You spanked us, admittedly. Well done. Therein lies the problem. Everyone that came up spanked us. In round 2, we have a chance to get that first home victory. And let me tell ya, we're going to be coming out fighting like Kilkenny cats. So don't make the mistake thinking that you're going to get it all your way next weekend. Because we're going to give you Jesse. Racine McGregor versus Kira Dibb in the Battle of the Halves. In the forward pack, Hancock versus Peacock. That thing's gonna friggin' explode. Derry. We got Jasmine Peters coming at ya. Do you think they'll be ready, Mad Dragon? 'Cause we will be. See you next Sunday.
Well, it is Women in League round, and the NRL and Harvey Norman are supporting ovarian cancer this week. You can show your support for Aussie women.
Hey guys, I just got off the phone and just got a letter in the email that my mate actually won't be here. He's asked me to fill in for him. So yeah, you're dealing with me.
He's 54 years old. There wasn't really...
That's great. I'm looking forward to dealing with you. Who are you?
Her journey through cancer too.
Yeah, what's your name?
Jag. But man, we spoke only other day. I can't help it if my mate just was too busy to join tonight.
Absolute chicken. He's a chicken. He's chicken. He can't bear to see the Dragons spank the cows again.
Is that right? Okay, then. Well, just because he's not here doesn't mean that I can't step up against you guys. Come on, bring it on. What? Where's? Okay, yeah. It might be, could be. Where is he gone? Hey. Alrighty. Well, now that's out of the way, let's get into the intro. Howdy everyone, it's Sam. Welcome back to Wobblin Jaw Sports. If you're new around here, hope I can get you to consider to like the content and subscribe to the channel. But if you are a regular around these here parts, thank you very much for the continuous support. I've been pestering everyone. I've been pestering Mad Dragons podcast for the past couple of weeks. But the time has finally arrived, and I'm ever so grateful that Donnie and Jag from the MDV are here. And Donnie making his Wobblin Jaw debut, man. Just want to quickly say, thank you for your service as well from years past, and it's such an honor and privilege to meet you and collaborate with you this evening, man. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to the Dragons putting on plenty of points and boosting our for and against. Should be a good fun night.
Thank you, Donnie. And Jag, man, it's good to talk to you again the second time in a week. How's things, bro?
Oh yeah, I'm buzzing after the boys win last night. Hopefully the girls can make it 2 for 2 in the top grade tonight. It's a long trip to Townsville, but hopefully the girls can get it done. And yeah, I'm looking forward to a good contest on a dry track up there.
Yes, and that is one of the things I was just about to bring up, is that it is a dry track up at QCB Stadium today. And I just want to say hello to the 20 odd people that are in right now. Got my mum in the chat. Hey mum, how you going? Nath J is in the house. We've got plenty of others as well. Rugby League history as well. Tiger Walker. Thank you, everyone. I will do my damnedest to get to all of your comments and everything else around that. So what we're going to do now, we've got maybe approximately 4 minutes before kickoff. I hope we're all synced up. I've got it on the Channel 9 live feed. Have you boys got it on the Channel 9 live feed?
Yeah, I'm watching it on live.
Alrighty, sweet as. So what I'm going to do now, Donnie, I'm going to bring up the team list and I'll get Jag to read out the Cowboys team list as well, man. So Donnie, if you can see that, let me know. Can you see that? Can you read that?
Coming up. Yeah, it's up there now. Yep.
Yep, I'll get you to read through the Dragons team list, please.
Yeah, the Dragons, no late changes for them. Tegan Berry at fullback. Kim Hunt making a Dragons debut on the wing, with Margot Maggot-Vella on the other wing. Keely Brown and Bobby Law, the centre pairing. Zali Hopkins and Racine McGregor, they'll be really important in the halves. Up front, Angelina Tiakalanga Katoa and Jamali Bright. Sophie Clancy is the number 9. And the back row, Sinead Lendl, Charlotte Basham, and Alexis Towinier. Casey Ray, Sarah Saltier, Bronte Wilson, and Steph Hancock the bench, and Taylor Curtis is the 18th player.
And Jay, can you take us through the Cowboys lineup, please, mate?
Yep, so this is the way the Cows will line up. A couple of late changes we'll get to in a little bit. At fullback is Francesca Goldthorpe. On the wings, Crystal Blackwell. And on debut, it's Ebony Rastrand-Smith. The centres, it's Jakai Whitfeld and Jasmine Peters. In the halves, it's Tallulah Tillett and co-captain Kira Dibb. Up front, it's S.A. Banu, Lily Peacock into the run-on side with Emma Manzelman at dummy half. A back row of China Palata, Tiara Rastrand-Smith and Bree Chester. On the bench, veteran Talisha Harden drops back with Alicia Ford, Sarika Mooka and Shania Power, and the 18th player is Harada Butler.
And we've got the Dragons coming out onto QCB Stadium right now. Women in League round. Just want to say a quick thank you to all the females in my life, from my mum to my sister. Thank you very much. So with the Dragons out, just quickly now, Donnie, just to get your opinion on it on the Wobblin Jaw Sports channel, what was your opinion on how the Dragons went up against a ferocious Gold Coast Titans side last week?
Well, I think you look at round one for both these sides and the form stacks up pretty well. I mean, the two teams that beat us, they both remain undefeated after 2 games as well. So I think we both ran into pretty decent teams on their day. And I don't know, I thought the Dragons did with the same thing they did last year. They started really slowly. They worked into the game. They actually won the second half of that game against the Titans, but they can't afford to continue to start slowly and then try and come back in the second half. So looking forward to seeing the team have a fast start today.
As we've got the Cowboys NRLW team, go Cowboys, running out onto QCB Stadium, led out by their captain, Kira Dibb, co-captain as well, being Emma Mantelman. No, it's Alicia Harden. She's coming off the bench. Just quickly with the team lists. I'm actually a fan. I'm very interested to see how Goldthorpe plays on the wing. Never seen her play on the wing before, but Crystal Blackwell was arguably, if not she was, the best fullback in the Queensland BMD Premiership a couple of months ago. So I'm actually a fan of how the changes have come about in this side. So just quickly before kickoff, it's the Cowboys $1.85 favourites, Dragons $1.95. You guys just tipping your boys or girls? Sorry, I should say.
Well, how are we outsiders? Absolutely outrageous. We should be $1.01.
Yeah, I agree with that, Donnie. Yeah.
Alrighty, and you can hear in the background there, kickoff. Cowboys receive the pill. It's bouncing on the grass. Oh, and it's knocked on by the Dragons. Oh, lucky escape there by the Cowboys NRLW team. Oh, a bit of drama to start the freaking game, lads. Cowboys are going to have a scrum about 15 metres away. What a start, gentlemen.
Well, what does Gus Gould always say? You let the ball bounce, you invite disappointment into your life. And that's exactly what the Cowboys did from the kickoff. The Dragons almost Almost came up with the ball straight from the kickoff and had an attacking opportunity, but now the Cowboys will get first use of it eventually.
And it comes to the left, and it's in the hands of Jakaya Whitfeld, and she's not going to make too many meters there on that play. Mantleman waits a dummy half and passes right infield, and that is Miss Tiana Ruffstrand-Smith making approximately 5 post-contact meters plus there, up over the 20-meter line. They're out on the left edge, and the Cowboys are running left to right as Peacock, a late inclusion to start the game anyway, is out there. First hit up of the game, Mantleman passes right, ball's in the hands, of Jakaya Whitfeld. No, Bree Chested there, and she makes about 8 meters or so. Mantleman again decides to go right. Barnu up over the 40-meter line and stop just shy of halfway. That's last tackle, decent set, and Kira Dibbs got the ball in hand as she boots it sky high, Donny.
Down to Tegan Berry, takes it on the full. They want to have a straight line here, the Cowboys, or they'll be in trouble. Going across field, looking to use the speed straight away. Almost gets to the outside. Good tackle, though, by Peters. Shuts her down as now Lendl gets back to take the first carry. She's a real tackle buster, but can't bust through any there. Put down onto her back. The Cowboys able to slow down the ruck. And they slow down a little bit too much. The first penalty of the game goes the way of the Dragons. Now they'll get a chance to kick down into decent territory.
Take it away, Jag.
Yep, so Zali Hopkins finds touch on the penalty. Keely Brown with the tap away to Zali Hopkins, and Jamie Lee Bright takes it up just over halfway. Clancy at dummy half gets the ball away to McGregor. McGregor finds, and it's lost by Tiakaranga Katoa. Taka Katoa couldn't hang on to it there.
So double knock on, and there's going to be a scrum. All righty, bit of a sloppy start to the game, but that's all right. There's nerves. And by the way, just before I continue on, for those who don't know, let me remind you, the Cowboys are yet to win a home game in their history. They've got the biggest opportunity right now. It's here and now tonight, surely, girls. So as Kira Dibb feeds the scrum, Mantleman passes it on right to Tillett. Here's Peters now when she takes it up towards the 40-meter line of the Dragons. Inside Dragons territory, North Queensland, as Dibb receives it at first receiver, and it is Bree Chester who has the hit up. Mantleman waits. 33 meters away. She runs a little bit to the right before passing it even further to S.A. Barnu. They're about 27 meters out. They're central. Penalty now. Penalty to North Queensland. Me personally, what would you guys do? I'd take the quick tap.
Early in the game, I'm always thinking take the 2 points if you can, but it looks like they are going to take the quick tap. They're away.
And it's S.A. Barnu with a 10-meter storming run. Still central as Emma Mantleman waits. And she passes left, finds Bree Chester, passes left to Peacock. They're inside the 10-meter zone here. They're in the red zone, other Cowboys. They're left of the sticks by about 10 meters. Mantleman now, short ball to Barnu. Barnu, can she rumble away? She's going to be held up by good Dragons defense. All right.
Good defense there from the Dragons. I'm not sure exactly who it was underneath. Was that Tawanea underneath?
Tawanea and Charlotte Basham.
And Peacock now with maybe her third, possibly fourth hit up of the game already after 4 minutes of play. Mantleman spins it to the right. Dibb, Tillett working together. Tillett's able to spin, but can't beat the Dragons defender on that occasion. And Peters waits a dummy half. It's last tackle. Mantleman was first receiver before she puts it off to Dibb. Puts in the grubber kick. It ricochets back into Barnu. Is that 6 again?
It wasn't played at, but yeah, it is.
Oh, wow. Controversial call. Dibb at first receiver. Passes left. Bree Chester's got ball in hand. No, Tiana Ruffstrand-Smith got ball in hand. And she offloaded it, but the referee had already called held. So Cowboys, they're out on the left. They're coming back infield. Mantleman first receiver. Here's Peacock now with a good run. But Dragons defense sticking firm. They're central, and Mantleman goes left. She runs a bit. She runs. She goes herself. Oh, man, good run, but stopped just in front of the sticks. And it's passed out to Dibb, first receiver. She stops, props, passes right infield. It's now in the hands of Barnu again. And the Dragons still Huge brick wall of defense by the Dragons. Last tackle, Mantleman goes left, finds Dib, puts in the grabber kick. Tiana Rastran-Smith chasing and
Good one,
battered
Bobby.
dead by the Dragons. Holy moly.
Good save, Bobby Law. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, good defence from the Dragons, but it's not over yet. They'll get the repeat set. You'd imagine the Dragons have got to be thinking short. They've had to do a lot of defence here in the opening 6 minutes. Racine McGregor. She doesn't go short. She looks to go long. Gets a friendly bounce.
Allowed to bounce again, and Banu from just beyond her 40 gets up to the 30. Alrighty, so 6 minutes. It's still 0-all. Flat pass to Tillett as she pops it off even further to China Pilata for her first carry. If they don't complete, just get to your kick, Cowboys. Here's Bree Chester now with another hit up. Great hit up there by Chester. Up to the 10-meter line. They're central. And Mantleman runs to the left a little bit. Passes to Peacock! And Peacock bashes her way over for the first try for the Cowboys. Great sustained pressure. They looked good with ball in hand. Credit to the Dragons defense for sticking them big for as long as what they did. But it's the Cowboys who get the point scoring underway after 6.5 minutes to play through Lily Peacock. Well done.
Well, it's just a bigger player on a smaller player. Lily Peacock just isolates Tegan Berry in that A defender role and goes straight over the top of her. Too big, too strong. Try under the post. 4-0 kick to come.
Nice little subtlety out the back as well, Kira did.
Jag?
Yeah, as Donnie said, yeah, the bigger body on Tegan Berry. Lexus Tawanea got there too late, but yeah, bigger body, and there was no way stopping her that close to the line, and yeah, the weight of possession has favoured the Cowboys to start, and they've no doubt scored.
Alrighty. Kira Dib could do this with a blindfold on, I'm sure. And she does it. 6 points to 0, 7.5 minutes gone. And ladies and gents, I'm sure you know who Mad Dragons podcast is, but at the end of this stream, I will put a link in the description to make you follow it towards Mad Dragons podcast. He's on Instagram, YouTube, X, Facebook. So thank you very much to the Mad Dragons podcast team for giving up their Sunday night to come on and talk some footy with me. Man, alrighty. $1.95, man, outsiders about the Dragons. They were about $2.15 to start off the week. So I'm not surprised, and I'm kind of happy that they moved in as the game came closer. As kickoff commences, it's allowed to bounce by Tillett again. And Banu puts a Dragon on the seat of her pants. And the Cowboys start 22 meters away from their own try line. Mantleman passes left infield for Chester. Oh, and she's smacked by Dragons defense on the 30-meter line. Mantleman again runs, breaks the line over the 40, over the 50, central, passes left to Peacock, and Peacock is chased down.
Good save, Zali.
Away. Mantleman runs, passes right to Chester. She's open offline to Tillett. Tillett runs. Oh,
Dropped it.
Oh, no.
They were lucky there.
It'll be a penalty, though, to the Cowboys, surely. Dragons were never onside.
Just a point I want to make too. This referee, Caroline Olin, is from the Illawarra area as well. So teacher at
What you're saying is she's going to help us out.
She's dropped it cold.
So there's biased refereeing going on tonight. All right.
Good defence by Lendl and Clancy there.
Thank you for the
Got
fact
there just in time.
Oh, wow, Mantleman. If you guys don't know, you're about to know. Emma Mantleman is my favourite player in all of NRLW. She might even be my most favourite player in the entirety of whole rugby league. I absolutely love the cut of her jib.
No penalty by the looks of things either. So the Dragons getting the 20-metre restart and the 7-tackle set. I don't think Sophie Clancy ever got back on side before she got involved in that tackle. But we'll take the 7-tackle set. Thank you very much. As it comes out to Keely Brown, she's put down. And the Dragons get another penalty. But we haven't had a lot of ball. I think, we've got a couple of penalties coming out of our own end. Now we've got a chance to perhaps go on the attack, although Hopkins doesn't get a great deal of territory with that touch finder. Keely Brown takes another tap, just takes the 10 metres on offer, and then keeps driving through the defence up to the halfway line. Clancy getting out of dummy half, just dummies goes, good scoop. Right. Another 10 to 15 metres for Clancy. Hopkins gets into dummy half. It looks like Bright is waiting out to the right for her hit up. Hits it right on the ad line. Up to the 30-metre line, can't get a pass away. Third tackle, the Dragons into a decent attacking position. Goes across to Hopkins again. Flat ball to Katoa. And another penalty. Going to the Dragons, the Cowboys offside. It's 6 points to nothing. The Dragons will be coming up to take the tap. Hopkins, she's ready. Ends up giving it up to Clancy. Toa Niai. Goes a hit up, has the arm free, thought about a late offload. Wants to get up to play it quickly. Clancy goes across to Hopkins, flat ball across to Brown. The Cowboys defence up to the task so far. Bella comes back towards the middle with Lendl. Lendl busts through the first tackle with a right foot step straight into the clutches of three other Cowboys. Clancy coming to the left again, has another exploration towards the line. She's a couple of metres short. Plays it back and, well, a dodgy play the ball from Clancy. She's dropped it. She looks a little distraught, but coming up with the error and, well, survived the first real attacking raid from the Dragons.
Golden opportunity blown there, Donnie.
Absolutely, mate. It was a good chance. It was a good run from Clancy, but just trying to play the ball too quickly, puts it down, and I'm not sure exactly where the error is, if I'm honest, but
thought that would have been worth a challenge.
Well, it's only the slightest as Cowboys feed the scrum, 10 metres out. It's a central scrum, and the ball's in the hands now of Jakai Whitfield, 15 metres, away from the try line. Blackwell at dummy half, passes left, finds Tiana Rapstrand-Smith, and great carry there by Tiana up to the 30-metre line as Mandelman waits, passes right infield. I believe this is Chester now having hit up. Yes, it is. Up over the 30, just short of the 40. Third tackle. Actually, she plays the ball on the 40. Here's Sarika Muka now with her first touch of 2024. Watch out for her tenacity as Tillett receives. Puts China Pilata back under. She offloads to, it's Crystal Blackwell much in field. And she's going to eventually play the ball. Mantleman passes right to Tillett. Puts the kick in. And it's going to be... it's going to have to be kicked by Berry. Boys.
Well, Berry makes a meal of it.
Yeah, Tegan Berry, you boys reckon she should have been quicker onto that field.
Well, she should have got it and got into the field of play. I don't know how it got past her. We'll have a look on the replay, but it must have been that last awkward bounce. Yeah, it kept lower than she expected it to, rolled past her and has to kick it dead. This time we do go the shorter option and get a kind bounce over the sideline.
Well played, Racine McGregor.
I feel like we needed something to go our way there. The Cowboys have been getting through the middle. They've been making some good yards and finding a bit of space. There's some footwork in around the middle of the park is causing all sorts of dramas. Casey Ray's got a boarding pass, about ready to come onto the park. And she'll come on for Clancy. Clancy at the base of the scrum, and she's running straight off the field after passing the ball there from the base. So Casey Ray on the way into dummy half. She's going to get about the same amount of minutes as she got last week. Tiakalanga Katoa put down. Now with Toa Niai up towards the 40-metre line. You know she gets through plenty of work. Tries to push through the Cowboys' defence. Hopkins goes to the line, short pass to Lendl. Lendl again bounces through the tackle of Tillett. Till it comes again with some other defence, told to go back to the mark to play it. Now Ray in the dummy half. Kicked out to Bright in the middle of the field. The Dragons just looking to get through this set. Comes to Hopkins on the final play. Gets underneath it. Kicks it high and deep. Taken on the 10-metre line by the Cowboys. And they'll bring it away.
And just quietly, look, I should shut my mouth, but in a weekend full of Shepherd calls, that might have been one of them that just went by the wayside. Crystal Blackwell, though, catching it very nicely. Second tackle now eventuates 22 metres away from their own try line via an Ebony Rastrand-Smith play the ball. Now Goldthorpe, I think this is her first touch of the game. She plays the ball. Ball's in the hands now of Bree Chester, who herself is showing a bit of that BMD premiership form this season that made her Mackay Cutters player of the year. Fourth tackle, Mansman runs to the right a bit. Tillett, flat pass to China Palata. Oh, just stopped there by the Dragons defense. Last tackle, pass left. Dib on halfway, puts it sky high. Oh, it's taken a friendly bounce into the hands of Goldthorpe. Offloads. Cowboys. Cowboys. Cowboys score. Well done. Well done, Jakaya Whitfeld. Holy smokes. We were sort of alluding to it just a few minutes ago, boys. You've got to get quick to get onto the ball. Onto a bouncing ball. You don't know where it's going to go. A huge stroke of luck for North Queensland.
Well, it just went between Kim Hunt and Tegan Berry. Both of them looked at each other and said, yours. You cannot allow that to bounce. You've got to catch that on the full. That is criminal from the Dragons. It sits up nicely for the Cowboys. The pass back infield to Goldthorpe, who's playing out on the wing. She's been named at fullback, playing out on the wing. It looks like Crystal Blackwell is actually playing fullback for you guys. But the Cowboys go across, they score their second, and once again right under the post.
Yeah, bad start there by the Dragons. I saw Jamie Sowell will be very livid that they let the ball bounce there, and yeah, another slow start from the Dragons. I'm sure Jamie Sowell will be barking all as he'll be very disappointed with that start.
Oh, and Todd Payton's in the crowd. Oh, he's a gorgeous human being, isn't he, guys? All righty. So, Kira Dibb from right in front of the sticks. She should kick it with her heel backwards. And she does. 12 points to nil with just about 17 minutes gone. You'd say that, while not errors per se, well, there's been a couple. The basics are letting down the Dragons at the moment.
Yeah, without a doubt. And then they've just got to go back to playing simple footy and get their fair possession of the ball down their end. Until they do that and fix their line defence, it's going to be it could be a case of the same things continue and the floodgates open. If the Dragons aren't careful, they have to be next to score in this game.
Well, something I said right from the outset, that the Dragons are traditionally slow starters. I think last year they were behind at half time just about every single week, and they came back to win a couple of those games, but you just can't afford to be giving teams 12, 18-point start. I don't know what it is about the team, but they always start slowly. Maybe they need a bit of a fire up in the sheds before we get going, but it hasn't been the best of starts.
And you guys interviewed Jamie Soward and Bobby Laura a couple of weeks ago as well, and he was very honest about the fact that he's not afraid to give a spray to his team. As on third tackle, the Cowboys are already up to halfway, and I believe that's Bree Chester who was taken down to terra firma. As on fourth tackle, Manselman drops the ball on fourth tackle. Bugger.
Well, there's a good chance now for the Dragons, again, getting the ball up around halfway, Jag.
Yeah, without a doubt. Another opportunity that the Dragons have to take. Just take their time and then make their way into the Cowboys' territory. If they can do that, they can set up and possibly score some points. But, we need to just hang on the ball and complete a set here.
Casey Ray from the base of the scrum goes out to McGregor. McGregor finds Berry. Berry again looking to use his speed. The Cowboys, though, held their width pretty well, slid across nicely onto Hunt. an awkward position. That's a bit of a soft penalty for mine.
Very
I don't
much.
know that there's
First
two-
carry in Dragons colours, Donny.
It is. Well, I suppose on that angle, she did get tipped into a slightly dangerous position, and I don't know, they're pretty red hot on that sort of thing nowadays. Big T in the comments. Now the Dragons take the first hit up. Again in a good attacking position, so again getting help down to this end of the field. Basham with that first run. McGregor goes across to Hopkins. Again, Berry getting her hands on the ball. It comes out to Brown. Brown's been heavily involved, but well handled again there by Jasmine Peters. He's done a job on her so far. Onto the park now is Southia. She's been out there for a little while, but that's her first carry. Told to go back again to play it on the mark, and am I back far enough? Eventually allowed to play it. It goes to Toaniai. Out to Basham. Basham always looking to run, looking for contact straight away. She's put down by her opposite number. Casey Ray has a bit of a look out of dummy half. It wasn't there. Turned underneath to Saltia. And standing, driving in the tackle towards the try line. Bent over awkwardly in that tackle by Chester. Gets up, plays it to Casey Ray. She dives for the line. Gets it to the line. Dragons are in. We're on the board. Casey Ray with a first try in NRLW.
What a try from Casey Ray. He's only been out there a short time, but she's made an immediate impact. And what a run and set up by that run from Sarah Sautia. Dragons back in the contest.
Well, that's about the second time the Dragons have been in the red zone, and it's sort of the second or third time that they've made a dart out of dummy half, and I think our marker reaction time, just our goal line defense, have not reacted quick enough from darts out of dummy half from your Dragons. So that's already something that I'm zoned in on as well. So they need to be a bit sharper to the detail there, North Queensland.
I don't know how much you know about Casey Ray, Sam, but an absolute superstar in the making, a halfback by trade, but obviously with Racine McGregor, she's having to come into the side as a 9. She guided the Tarsha Cup Steelers to the premiership this season and got the player of the tournament as well, and is Australian schoolgirl, all that sort of stuff. So she's an absolute, she's going to be a great player, going to be a great halfback when Racine McGregor moves on at some point in her career, but she's one to keep an eye on, one for the future.
Good on you,
McGregor pilots over the conversion. 12 points to 6. The Cowboys lead.
Well. Interesting information for you as well. Casey Ray is the niece of Brett and Glenn Stewart, if you may remember, the boys that played for Manly. So she's the niece of Brett and Glenn Stewart, a West Illawarra junior, and was also captain of the New South Wales under-19 side and player of the match in that game as well. So a big future for Casey Ray, and she signed a 3-year deal with the Dragons. No doubt Jamie Soud grooming her to be the long-term number 7 for the Dragons NRLW side.
If she's got a small amount of their talent, she's going to be sensational as play gets underway again.
Tiakalanga Katoa off the back bench, picks out a target, runs at Peters. Peters stands up to it, does a good job, makes the tackle on the bigger player. Now Toaniai, always driving, plenty of post-contact meters, doesn't get too many on that occasion. Salty up onto the field and has had an impact straight away. Now McGregor out to Basham. Basham, another young player in this Dragons squad, needs to work on a bit of ball playing on the edge. Every time she gets the ball, just tucks it under the wing and it never looks like passing to the outside players. Now McGregor's going to go to the sky. A tester for the fullback, but taken comfortably. The Cowboys come away with it.
Cowboys start their set 15 metres away. Oh, I think she's knocked it on. She's knocked it on. Oh, strike.
Great opportunity here for the Dragons.
Look, in
perfect opportunity.
Sorry, Donny. In Crystal Blackwell's defence, she was sensational in the BMD Premiership. It's a step up in NRLW, but she's only a young thing. She's just got to work this out of her game. She's had a couple of weeks in a row now where she's dropped the ball 2 or 3 times. But I promise you, she's a good sort. She's good, Crystal Blackwell.
Well, here's a chance for the Dragons to potentially level the game. Goes out to Brown. Again, not too much doing when she gets the ball in hand. Just has to ride through the contact. Ray to dummy half. Comes to Sautia. Again, straight and hard. Looking to get between defenders and get a quick play the ball, but not as quick as she got in the last set. So Ray this time passes to Hopkins. Goes out to McGregor. McGregor goes to the line now to Berry. Berry, dummies, goes. They know they've got to watch her, and they watch her pretty closely. Jib coming up with the important tackle. Ray again goes to McGregor. Tiakalanga Katoa just settles towards the middle of the field on 4. They'll look to have another shot at the Cowboys right now. Ray goes across to McGregor, has players inside, outside, goes to Berry. Berry on to Law. Law has a little bit of a juggle. If she had been able to get the catch pass, there was a try in the corner. But just the little juggle allows the Cowboys to defend it. McGregor rolls it in behind it, hits legs, it's picked up cleanly by the Cowboys, and they come away with it.
Oh, I think that was a little bit more luck, but Peacock has had an outstanding start to the game, and it just fell her way. And I believe this is Jakaya Whitfield now with the hit up. Oh, and now I think she's knocked on. Oh, come on.
A lot of errors coming out of the Cows in their own end. Dragons have to take their chances in this set.
What did you think of that last attacking set, Jag?
I thought it was not the best kick there from Racy McGregor. Probably looking for the in goal there and just found the legs of a Cowboys player. But you need to be more effective in attack and hopefully bring Tegan Berry onto the ball a bit more there. Hopefully they can get it going in this set.
Getting Tegan going sideways too often for mine, and that's a bit better a better, straighter run. This time Bobby Law just coming back against the grain as Tiakalanga Katoa settles towards the middle of the park. Again, fighting to a feet and too slow, says the referee. A penalty to the Dragons. Plenty of chat there from the Cowboys. They try and set their line. Of course, no set restarts in the NRLW. So it stops the momentum of the play somewhat. We get going again. Toe in the eye. Put down onto a back. They'll slow play the ball. Ray, they'll go the blind side to Hopkins. Cuts out one to Brown. They get it out wide to Villa. Villa steps off the left and dives in the corner. Get that up, you maggot.
Margot Villa,
in again.
Oh, it was such a promising start, but errors are now kicking us in the backside. I said before with a little bit of tongue-in-cheek that Dragons aren't doing the basics well. Well, I think we've dropped 3 of the past 4 sets that we've had. So get the spray glue out immediately, Coach Ricky Henry. Get the whole freaking wheelbarrow out and chock a block with it and send it out to the girls immediately.
Yeah, well, you're absolutely right. I mean, the Dragons, they haven't earned these opportunities. They've been gifted them by Cowboys' mistakes. They've invited the Dragons back into the game, and we're happy to attend, mate.
Margot Vella, that's her 6th try and 9th NRLW game. It's a debut season last year, and only Tegan Berry had a better try-scoring season. So great finisher, Margot Vella.
All right, now I want the Cowboys trainer just to sprint by the kicking tee of Racine McGregor's and just put a bit of water in front of Racine McGregor so she might slip. So that'd be good.
A question in the chat there from Robin Blanche.
Yes.
It's one that comes up a bit, and I'd like to get your opinion on that one, mate.
How come the... Oh, what a kick!
Good on you, Ray.
What a kick from the sideline. Well done. 12 points all. I'll update the score shortly. How come the girls aren't called the Cowgirls? They grew up themselves watching the North Queensland Cowboys. They wanted to play for the club, known as the Cowboys. Raiders aren't known as the Raiderettes or the... there's another word for it, not Viking-ettes, but something else. So, no, they wanted to play under the Cowboys monochrome. That's where they're going to. That's how they like it. Cowboys shooting themselves in the foot as play gets back underway, gentlemen.
The Dragons back at 12 points all. 27 minutes gone.
Good strong
Dragons,
run by
after
South
trailing 12-0, really got back into it. To'aniai now through the middle. Well, the Dragons have been invited back into this contest with penalties, ill discipline from the Cowboys, and mistakes. And now the Dragons have got their tail in the air as Casey Ray looks to step past her opposite number in Manzelman. Manzelman just holds on. Tiakalanga Katoa, she's worked hard in this opening 27 and a half minutes. Got through plenty of work. Comes back to Hopkins for the kick. She gets underneath it. This could be a contest. The Dragons chasing through. They just allow the catch to be taken by Ruff Smith, though, and then claim her straight away as soon as she catches it.
Good catch from the debutant Ebony Raffstrand-Smith, and here's Peters now with a good carry up towards the 20-metre line. Must complete this set. Blackwell at dummy half, passes left, and I believe that's Jakaya Whitfield going straight up the guts, up towards the 30-metre line. And a penalty is exactly what North Queensland needed. A bit of a high shot as well. Not sure about that one, Jag.
I'll still check the replay for that one.
So we're just having a bit of a breather. 28 minutes gone, 7 minutes remaining. That's a great kick for touch. Good territory, starting 40 metres away from Dragons' try line. Inside St. George Illawarra's territory. Tap the ball comes through Peters from the 40, and she's able to get up towards the 30. That's just par of the course for Jasmine Peters. Tillett goes left, finds Chester. She runs herself, gets up to the 20-metre line. Chester again, I'll say again that she's had a really good game. Mantleman feigned to dummy and go, but she passed to Tillett, and she put China Palata back under. They're 11 metres out here, a little bit right of the posts, with 6 minutes remaining. Mantleman goes left, hardens out on the paddock now. Dib goes out the back to Blackwell, passes left to Goldthorpe, puts the burners on, bounces away from Dragons players, and scores her first try for 2024. 0 in round one, 16 after 29 and a half minutes of play. This is a good game of footy, gentlemen.
Yeah, like we got caught out on that side of the field a few times in game one. Once again, you see Bobby Law sort of comes up and just turns the shoulders in. As soon as she steps in on that short runner there, gets caught out, and it's too hard for Kim Hunt and the sliding defence. Great finish from Goldthorpe, it must be said. She still had plenty of work to do. There was desperation defence coming across from the Dragons, but they just couldn't stop her.
Yeah, Jamie Souter again will be disappointed with that. We've leaked 3 tries on that side against the Titans last week, as you highlighted, Donnie, and yeah, that we've been found out again on that side. That's something Jamie Souter will have to do at half-time, no doubt.
I've got to say, with Crystal Blackwell wearing jersey 2 and Goldthorpe out on the wing, with all due respect and sensitivity for those who suffer dyslexia, I'm going dyslexic fair income, man. I'm having a bit of a time, but that's all right. I'm having fun. And again, guys, if you're just tuning in, this is Donnie and Jack from the Mad Dragons podcast. I really appreciate their time. And we're having a great time at the moment. So thank you again for tuning in. Thank you to them for joining me. And I will supply the link to their channels, all across social media platforms at the conclusion of this live stream. As Kira Dib tries to reenact what Racine McGregor did before. It was a good attempt, but it's just going to stay to the left of the sticks. 16 points to 12 with about 5 minutes remaining in what has been a very entertaining first half of footy.
Yeah, I think if we get a chance to see another replay of that try, I think the line of Jakia Whitfield, it was that was what drew Bobby Law in, and it gave you the 2-on-1 on the outside. It was again an important run, one of those things you don't get a stat for, but like it was that line, it was that player that drew the attention of the centre that created the try.
Righty. So 4 minutes remaining. And kickoff commences. And this time, Tillett takes it on the fall and Harden. Oh, she sort of tripped and was falling into the Dragons' defensive line, and she's all good. Play on. Bree Chester now. This must be her 7th, 8th carry of the game so far. Very strong first half by her. As Mansman waits on second tackle, passes right. Ball, who was steaming onto that? I did not catch the number there. I apologise. Might have been Feld. G'day, Ricky Henry. Good to see you, mate. So we got Talisha Harden on fourth tackle. Playing the ball now. Manselman passes right. Ball's in the hands of Tillett. China Pilata back under. Offloads to Alicia Ford out there on the paddock. And then it's in the hands of Blackwell. Passed out even further to the left. Ball's in the hands of Tiana Ramstrand-Smith from 30 metres out. She beats Tegan Berry. What an unbelievable try from North Queensland. It went through 8 different sets of hands. Oh, their attack is so much better. Oh, I'm starting to lose my voice, and it's only the first half of footy. What a great try by DRS.
Again, the defence there from the Dragons found wanting there. A lot of very inconsistent defence there. Kim Hunt and Bobby Law caught way in field and found the gap there out there. Tiana Ramstrand-Smith. Tegan Berry had no chance of stopping her from that close to the line. And again, poor defence there by the Dragons.
It's horrible defence from the Dragons. Like Ramstrand-Smith goes through the gap, but there's 4 unmarked players outside her. Like that's it. How do you allow that to happen? How do you allow that to happen? Like do they not know how to count? There's nobody out on those 3 players on the outside. I don't know. Horrible defence on that side of the field. The Dragons really need to start connecting a lot better.
With utmost respect to your team, man, and to Tegan Berry, I think her physicality has not been up to scratch in this game. Do you guys agree with that?
I think Berry put as the conversion goes over, Berry put a body on the line, but Ramstrand-Smith just targeted her, ran straight at her, ran over the top of her. Was
Jamie
as Nace says, an absolute speed bump. But yeah, like I think she tried to put a body on the line, but you're not going to stop a rampaging Ramstrand-Smith like that, I wouldn't think.
As Jamie Stout comes up on the box, he doesn't look too happy with that, and no doubt he would be very disappointed with our first half so far.
There's positives. There's positives to take out of your first half so far. When you've gone into the attacking red zone, you've looked good, but just you need a bit more luck with possession. And as Cowboys get the ball back from the kick restart, and it's Talisha Harden, 21 metres away from the try line, from her own try line, and waiting at dummy half is Ford. Chester with her probably 9th hit up. So we have both Ford and Manselman out there on the paddock right now. And carry there from Alicia Ford. Manselman waits at dummy half, passes left, finds Harden, and she just trudges it up into the Dragons' defensive line. It's 4th tackle. There's about 90 seconds remaining. Manselman decides to go left, finds Dib, and puts TRS back under. They're up over halfway out North Queensland, and last tackle is here as Manselman waits. They're running left to right, and Kira Dib puts up the big bomb, boys.
Again, allowed to bounce by Berry. It rolls. They want this one to go touching goal, and luckily for the Dragons, it does. Well, come out for a 7-tackle set, and I don't know, we're going to have time for 7 tackles, though. We've got less than a minute left on the clock, and they're taking their time to get up to the 20-metre line before eventually Berry takes the tap. Almost steps through the defence, but Ford makes the important tackle, and Berry stayed down hurt.
She never stays down, Tegan.
She's not one that normally does. You're right, Jess. Slow to her feet, 30 seconds left in this first half, and this would be a massive blow if the Dragons were to lose Tegan Berry.
She's clutching at her ankle there, Donnie, so that's, be a massive blow if Tegan Berry left the field. She's trying to play on, though. Thumbs up from the trainer. Jamie Sowd looks concerned there.
Well, he looks concerned for multiple reasons, not just Berry. Looking at the scoreline would also give him some concern as Bobby Law takes the hit up from the restart of play after the stoppage. Ray at dummy half goes to Hancock, who's out onto the field late in this first half. up on the halfway line. We've got about 10 seconds left. Zali Hopkins out the back to Berry. Her ankle looks all right there, but she's put down. 5 seconds to go. The Cowboys won't want to let her play the ball, but she does. This will be the final player. Comes to McGregor. McGregor goes to the line. They wrap up the ball, and that'll be half time. Well, I thought they might have fired a shot there, the Dragons, but they take the tackle, and we go to half time with the Cowboys leading 22 points to 12.
And then Jason Reader just leaving a comment here. I've got 4 or 5 on my tips at the moment. I just need the Cowboys for a clean sweep. Well, I hope the Cowboys can provide that for you and for me as well. And let me tell you, coming into the game tonight, Jag and I, we did an NRLW round 2 preview, and we had the exact same tips all throughout until this game arrived. And so one of us are cheering on for a perfect round at the conclusion of this game, and it's only at halftime. Now, gentlemen, I've got to just go away for a minute. I'll get you to talk about halftime, or the first half, I should say, in just a minute. And I'll show you why I need to go for just a minute. Now, just hang on a second here. Now, my fat ass broke my goddamn Cowboys chair, gentlemen. So I've been sitting here with a steel pole up me pipe hole for the entire first half. So I'm going to go get myself a new chair before I start bleeding. All right, I'll be back.
Oh, well, hopefully the Dragons can do that to the Cowboys in the second half.
Not yet. Do we see another Jamie Soward spray coming on, Donny? Well, I mean, that was a very disappointing first half. They did well to come back to 12-all, but again, 2 late tries in the back end of that first half. The Cowboys have got away from them again.
Well, that was kind of my disappointment, is we've worked so hard to get back into the game, although it was the Cowboys inviting us into the contest more so than anything else. But we worked hard to get back to 12-all after giving up that 12-0 lead. And then after getting to 12-all, we've thrown it away completely. The Cowboys just looked a better team to me right now. Like the Dragons are not playing good footy. We need to be given opportunities. We're not creating a lot ourselves. I think I agree with you. I think it's been a disappointing first half from the Dragons, and they need to turn it around. But so often over the last year and a half now that they do come out in the second half and they look a completely different team. Hopefully that happens again.
Yeah, the game's not gone. They just need to come out of this half-time. They need to be first to score and start building some momentum. I mean, the attack hasn't been there. I thought Casey Ray looked good when she did come on, brought a new lease of energy into the side. But we haven't seen Bronte Wilson enter the game yet. Maybe it's worth Sowie to bring her in and get some fresh legs out there early in the second half.
Well, I mean, you talked about Casey Ray, but another player from the bench I think has probably been close to our best in Sarah Saltier. She's come off the bench and just taken the ball forward. I don't know I've just had a look at the stats. She's sitting at 58 metres. She wouldn't have been on the field all that long. 18 minutes, 58 metres. She's had a real impact off the bench, and that's what you like to see from your bench players. Casey Ray and Sarah have both had a real good go. I think Tiaka Katoa is another one for the Dragons that has been good. There's not a lot of friends, unfortunately.
All right. Thank you very much for taking over there just for a few minutes. I'm just going to update the score here as well. And I just heard you in the background there, and I can't help but agree with you there, Donny, is that the player for you guys who has been one of the more impressive players was Miss Sautia. I haven't stopped hearing you call her name. I haven't stopped seeing her do her thing in that first half. I thought your bench think your bench is one of your strong points, and I think your red zone attack is looking good as well. I said it to Jag on, I think it was Wednesday, that I think Zali Hopkins didn't offer enough in the game against the Gold Coast Titans until about the 50-minute mark. I'm seeing the same thing here again. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just think you need a little bit more from your 5'8" than Zali Hopkins at the moment.
One thing highlighted there, we got Tyler King. She's our first choice 5'8". She's just come back from the Paris Olympics, so she's due back in any time. But with the lack of experience there with Hopkins and Ray, I'm sure Jamie Sale will be licking his lips when Tyler King becomes available again, because her combination with Racine McGregor last year was great, and it translated into the Kiwi Ferns side as well. So to have Tyler's experience out there when she is available again will be invaluable to this side.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Go ahead.
For me, I'll just sort of add to that a little bit. I think you say we need more from Zali Hopkins. I actually want to see more from Racine McGregor. I think that Racine and Zali are sharing responsibility sort of 50-50. Racine McGregor is the quality player. She needs to be the dominant half, and I don't think she is. She's sharing it way too much with Zali. Ray needs to take over for my 2 cents worth. And if she gets a lot more of the ball and controls where we're going, we'll control the pace of the game. She's a quality player. Zali's learning and getting there, but I think Ray needs to become the dominant half, and it shouldn't be a 50-50 partnership there.
Now,
I agree. You saw
go into sorry, Jag. Let me go into some of the stats here at halftime. So possession is 51-49 in favour of North Queensland, and the completion rate. Dragons only the one error. I don't think that's right, and this is coming off of NRL.com. But in any event, it reads 90% completion rate to the Dragons, 60% towards North Queensland. The run meters are just a little bit more in favour of North Queensland, equal for post-contact meters. Tackle breaks. This is probably where we start to see the differential in between the both sides. It's 11-6 in favour of North Queensland. And kick returns. The ball has been allowed to bounce by both teams admittedly a lot in that first half. And kick returns shouldn't be 20 metres. And that's not a slight on Tegan Berry. It is a bit of a slight on the entire back three for you guys. It should be. We've said it numerous times inside that first half. Kick return meters shouldn't be 20 at all at any level, in my opinion. Anyway, I'm sorry if that's a bit too harsh. And then just going down here, kicking meters a little bit more towards North Queensland, and then tackles, missed tackles, 11-6. Not in favour of the Dragons, and then penalties not going the way of North Queensland. Does that all sound about right? Does that seem like a fair reflection of the first half and what's happened?
Well, it's the completion rates that I look at 60% up the top there for the Cowboys. That's what's keeping the Dragons in the game. It's 60% completion rate from the Cowboys. If they do that again, then we'll stay in the hunt. But if they get their completion rates up, the way this game is going, the Cowboys could blow it away. They've been the better team with ball in hand. It's been their mistakes that have invited the Dragons to have those opportunities. So so long as the Cowboys keep making mistakes, we'll stay in the contest. Yep.
And if you allow me just to wobble me jaw about the North Queensland girls at the moment, there is footage of Emma Moundsman right now. She might be woman of the match so far. She's been instrumental. She's looked dangerous every time she's touched the pill. I think Bree Chester was enormous. Lily Peacock had a great start as well. And it's good to see Jakaya Whitfield playing a bit more or having a few more touches in the first half, because I think she only had one in the first half last weekend against the Sharkies. Is there any players for the Cowboys that are sticking out to you, gentlemen?
I think you mentioned Chester. Chester for me is the best for the Cowboys. Manselman's had some bright touches, that's for sure, but a couple of errors as well that have sort of let her game down a little bit. But the work from your lock forward, Chester, has stood out for me.
The situation in Afghanistan is a tragedy.
And I think what you said with Manselman, I think Manselman's she looked dangerous every time she's had the ball. She's run from dummy half, cut us through up the middle, and set up to our outside backs like Rushred Smith running onto the ball, and players like Blackwell and those bigger Cowboys forwards. They're really cutting holes in our defence, and you've highlighted their 11 missed tackles from the team. I'm surprised it's not more. The gaps that the Cowboys have found in the Dragons' defence, it's a big concern, and I'm sure Jamie Soward will be discussing it at halftime. He just saw him just before, and he looked very disappointed. I'm sure he would have given them a blast, and hopefully they come out of the sheds a different side in the second half.
Yeah, I reckon those stats might get updated at some point, because just sort of looking at the player stats, Manselman, Banu, Dib, all with 0 run meters. I don't think that's correct at all. So I think that they might get updated in the hours that follow the game.
Absolutely. And look, we'll sort of, we won't move away from the Dragons, but we'll move away just a little bit from the NRLW right now, because I do want to make mention of it. And you guys would be on cloud 9 a few minutes before kickoff sort of thing, because your Dragons got their first win in Melbourne since 1999 last night, guys. Talk to us just quickly about your reaction, your thoughts about that huge upset. It is arguably the upset of the season.
Well, I live streamed it, so Jesse, you take it away in terms of your feelings, because I think mine were there for everyone to see.
Yeah, well, my reaction, I thought it was one of the best wins in the club's history. Like, I wasn't even at school last time the Dragons won at down in Melbourne. It was the year, obviously, that St George Illawarra and Melbourne met in the grand final. We won't talk about that grand final too much, but the last time the Dragons won south of the border, and when given no chance after our diabolical loss to Penrith at home last week, and to go down there and beat the competition leaders on their home patch, and they just played like their lives depended on it. That's the best performance I've seen from the Dragons in a long, long time. We spoke about it last night, Donnie, that it might have been our best performance in maybe a decade or potentially more. And in the context of the season, everything that's surrounding it, backs against the wall. What Shane Flanagan's done and put belief into this side after that win makes it a huge game at Cochrane next Saturday night against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think the only thing that comes close to it for the Dragons in the last 10 years is that 2018 final against the Broncos, where we rolled over the top of them. Like that was a final. This is a regular season game. In terms of regular season games, it's hard to remember one that meant this much and was this unlikely. There were no Dragons fans. You could barely find a dyed-in-the-wool, one-eyed Dragons fan that thought we were a chance of winning that game. So for us to come out and beat the Storm was fantastic. And, it's given us a lot of confidence going into the last 5 rounds. We don't think we're ever going to lose again now.
No, and it's a very winnable draw you got too, don't you? You got Dragons, you've got Titans, you've got the Raiders as well in there. So they're teams in and around the top 8, so they're not easy, but they're definitely games that can go in your favour as coverage returns to Channel 9. So, no, I just wanted to congratulate you on that win last night, because it truly is one of the biggest wins in your club's history.
Cowboys are going all right in the men's as well. So,
well, we're going all right as kickoff second half commences, gentlemen.
The Dragons get first use and again allowing the ball to bounce. I don't know what's going on today. Neither team wants to catch it on the full. So we do secure possession from the kickoff. It's Tiakalanga Katoa, another one of the Dragons' best, I thought, in that first half. Starts the second half with a good, strong carry as well. It comes out now to Hancock. Hancock gets the fend into the chest of Dib. Quick play the ball, and Ray gets out a dummy half. Goes to the line, toe in the eye. Chopped down low by Harden. And Ray again has a look at a dummy half, gives it to Lendl. Lendl looks to stand, but bounces out of the legs tackle. Keeps struggling forward. A good set here from the Dragons. They're first of the second half. Driven backwards by Rafter and Smith at the end of the tackle, but it comes to McGregor. McGregor puts the bomb up. It's going to come down. The fullback's got to come forward and knocks it off.
That's
golden opportunity.
It's the start they were after.
Well, it was a great kick from Racine McGregor. Just forced the fullback to have to come forward to it. Did her best to hold on to it, but in the end, just using the grass to take possession.
Good kicking pressure there too from Zali Hopkins, who put the pressure on her in the chase, and and they've got themselves a golden opportunity to score early points in the second half.
You see the stats come up on 9-5 errors to 1. The Cowboys, they continue to make errors as Berry, again looking to use her speed, but the Cowboys have kept her well contained. That time it's Whitfield coming up with the tackle. Goes to Basham, who has to go down low to take that catch. Not the best of passes from acting half. Takes a little bit of the momentum out. Ray has a look. Well, she was always wanting to run, but it really wasn't there. That's a little bit of inexperience. But we get the penalty. Just a bit of a grapple tackle from the Cowboys. Old school grapple tackle, Melbourne Storm style. As Ray looks around for instruction, she'll take the tap and hands it off to Tiakalanga Katoa. Goes towards the try line. Thought about getting the arm free and planting it down for just a fraction of a second. It's McGregor, the double pump. And Bobby Law.
Oh, so
the double pump was class.
Yep.
Bobby Law just couldn't hang on to it.
All right, a complete you said here, North Queensland, because you've really let the door open here after dropping the ball there. But Crystal Blackwell, another error, unfortunately. So she's a really good young player, just really got to get that ironing board out and crease it all out as soon as she can. Alrighty, so 3 minutes now elapsed in the second half. It's still 10 points the difference. And Cowboys win it. Oh, there's been a push at the scrum, and Cowboys only just win it. Peters has the ball, and she finds herself all the way out on the right edge. The Cowboys are running left to right of screen. Tillett waits a dummy half, and she passes left infield for Ebony Rastrand-Smith, and she's set upon there very quickly by the Red V defence. Tillett, left, finds China Palata. Good carry, but she's put on the seat of her pants there by the Dragons. Emma Manselman waits a dummy half. I think she might be playing the full 80 tonight as Alicia Ford takes a carry, who's playing a very much a more direct style of play than what I've seen her play in recent seasons. As Manselman darts at a dummy after the right, passes right to Harden, and she's set upon very quickly. Last tackle, they're about 5 short of halfway, and it's in the hands of Tillett, and she puts the kick in.
Again, down to Berry. Berry takes possession. Then a straight line greets her from the Cowboys. She's been given absolutely no time, no space. Hasn't been able to create too much. Keely Brown's worked really hard. She's done plenty of work down that side of the field. And comes across and stepping through the middle goes Vella, one of the Dragons' try scorers in the first half. Ray, who made a great tackle in that last set. Tiakalanga Katoa moves into decent field position, wants a quicker play the ball than she's been allowed to get. They put her on her back. Referee allows it. Steph Hancock gets the offload to Hopkins. Now it gets across to Basham. Basham to Bobby Law. Bobby Law steps back in field, trying to get the arms free. Just rolls around to find a front. On 5, McGregor stands and waits. Has to wait a little longer than she wanted. Gets the kick up high. Another difficult one. And get allowed to bounce. Coming quicker. The ball down. Try Dragons. Villa. She's been clocked in the mouth, I think, as she's getting the ball down. Points to the spot. Dragons try. Margot Villa's got a double.
She's clutching at her arm, though. So looks to be in serious trouble there, Margot Villa.
I originally thought she was clutching a bit higher up onto her face.
Shoulder.
You're right. It looks like collarbone.
She was in serious trouble here, Margot.
Bugger me, dude. I'm so sorry, bugger. Look, that was Racine McGregor putting in the kick, and then it was Ebony Rastrand's to take. But again, Crystal Blackwell, confidence down at the moment, making 3 errors in this game alone. The ball allowed to bounce. It's the theme of the friggin' night, gentlemen. But Vella, good enough to score, and I think Vella may have heard it even before she came down on the grass even, guys. But tries confirmed, and
she hasn't got up yet.
Serious concern for Vella.
Yeah, it certainly was. You see there where her own teammates are trying to help her off the ground, and where I thought she was clutching at her face, she was actually trying to muffle her screams. She was in a lot of pain. You never like to see this. Looks like her night will be done, and there will need to be some sort of reshuffle for the Dragons. I'll go to you, Jag. I mean, how do we reshuffle to cover the winger?
I expect Shanae Lendl to shift out to the centres, and I think you'll find that Keely Brown will move out to the wing. good to see Margot trying to get up, but it looked like her night might be done.
Still waiting to
look ankle and lower leg injury, which initially we were saying collarbone, shoulder, upper body, but she's now getting the ankle looked at.
Yeah, it's worrying signs for Margot. She's obviously in a lot of pain there, crying, and hopefully she pulls up all right, but she's got her leg caught in an awkward position there. Real concern for her.
She's been good for you, not just tonight, but since her debut. I think it was last season, if I'm correct in saying. I think she's made a tremendous fist at NRLW so far in her career.
She came across from rugby union, so she's got a background in league, but she's happy to be back, and she's been a real find for the Dragons and made a real home on that wing. She's her carried off the field, so I expect Sinead Lendl to come on, move out to the centres. That's going to be a reshuffle there for Jamie Soward, no doubt. Maybe Bronte Wilson comes into the game, Donny.
You see Big T in the comments. Margot Vella is his favourite player. He hates it when we call her Maggot, which is a nickname that her brothers gave her. He's certainly not... won't be happy to see Vella going off injured, chaired from the field. Racine McGregor knocks over the conversion. 22-18. We've got a ball game here.
Certainly do, man. Very, very exciting game so far. Have no idea which way it's going to go. And Big T, thank you very much for dropping by and saying g'day, man. Fan of your work that you do on Mad Dragons podcast 3-4 times a week, thereabouts, Donny?
Well, officially only twice a week, and then we have a couple of sort of mini shows that we do during the week whenever we get a chance to pre-record them, I guess.
Real concern there for Margot Vella. Hopefully it's not too serious, and hopefully she's not on the sidelines for too long. But yeah, she's been, as I said, she's been a real find, and that'll be a massive loss to Phil. And as Bronte Wilson comes into the game,
her first carry, bringing it back, and you said that she might come into the game with that injury, so she gets in there. Saltier, you'd imagine, as you said, Jess, she'll go onto the edge, and Sinead Lendl will move out into. Well, is that a one-on-one strip and play on? I think that's the way it's going to be ruled. So it was a one-on-one strip there from Ford.
Bronte Wilson
able to get back out possession. Now Wilson with that heavily strapped left knee. Toe in the eye. Another carry. We get a repeat set. Casey Ray waits in the dummy half, so she hasn't filled in out wider as Basham coming back against the grain, running a nice line, but handled nicely by Dib. And also Ford. Ray to Hancock. Hancock straight and hard. She only knows one way. 42 years young. Plays the ball. Now McGregor again to Basham. Basham into the backfield. A one-on-one strip where they're two in the tackle. Whoa, Whitfield comes away with it. I'm not sure whether the fullback got involved just before she took the ball, mate.
Man, I thought maybe there was two in that tackle, but it's play on. I'd love to see a replay of it. Cowboys survive after leaving a yawning gap with about 25 metres out, 30 metres out from their own try line. As Ebony Rathstrand-Smith on third tackle plays the ball, tell it a dummy half, passes left. I believe that's Goldthorpe, the ball's in the hands of now. And she gets up to the 40-metre line. Cowboys are central and just waiting for the play the ball to come. It's fourth tackle. Oh, penalty. I thought that was going to be a bit too long there.
They showed the replay in the small screen there. There was definitely a second player's hands involved in the tackle when the strip occurred. So the Cowboys get one go their way.
Certainly do. As the Cowboys find touch, they're going to start a fresh set 41 metres away from the try line, starting left of centre. Tap taken, Dib first receiver, and looks like Peacock is back out on the field now, and she gets up over the 40-metre line. So they're about 37 metres out. Mantelman waits, passes right. Here's Banu with a good storming run up over the 30. A good 10, 15-metre carry there. They're about 25 metres away. Ball's in the hands of Chester. She passes out the back to Dib. Now ball's in the hands of Blackwell. Cut out pass to Goldthorpe, but it finds the grass first, but takes a friendly bounce for Francesca. And Jakai Whitfield waits the dummy half. A little bit interfered with, but play on. Dib. Manselman, flat pass to Peacock, and a little bit nothing doing there. Chester, I should say. A little bit nothing doing there. 20 metres out, fourth tackle. They go right. Dib, momentum. Dummies, goes to herself, offloads. Banu just catches it.
Great tackle, toe and knee on.
They're inside the 10 metres. Mansman goes down the short side. Tillett, cut out pass to Jasmine Peters, who crashes over and scores. Oh, man, it was a little bit clunky. Ball's coming off the grass, coming off the palms of the hands, but their attack wielding really well again. Cowboys 26 points to 12 with a kick to come, gents.
Hasn't taken them long to expose that injury left there by Margot Vellas. Sinead Dendels made the move out to centre with Keely Brown on the wing, and Cowboys have attacked there straight away and they've really exposed that side. And that bad miss, and the Cowboys go out by 10 again.
Yeah, just the short pass again. Yeah, the Dragons defending one player in, and just got to the outside shoulder of Shanae Lendl. Keely Brown did well jamming in to try and stop it, but Jasmine Peters too strong. Goes across to score 26-18. The Cowboys again open up a bit of a gap on the Dragons.
And just quickly, got Nath J in the chat who's been active all night. He's going back and forth between Wobblin Jaw channel and the Mad Dragon podcast to get the viewers up. So thank you very much, Nate. Send out the message. Thank you very much. And he said as well, just a second later, this is a cracker of a game. Certainly has been. Very entertaining. Shot taken from the side. It's straight over the black dot. Kira Dib. Great conversion. 28-18. With about 10 minutes gone in the second half, guys.
Well, 10-point ball game. The Dragons, well, not for the first time tonight, have to work their way back into the contest. After giving up that try, they're trying to cover that injury to a winger. It's never easy when you have an injury to an outside back. To try and cover that, and the Dragons doing their best. Shanae Lendl's played plenty in the outside back, so she should do a fair job. As that kickoff, a low, just a missile. Well handled, though, by the Cowboys. They come away with it.
Ebony Rastrand-Smith plays the ball, Tillett, pass to Banu, and that is a fantastic carry up to the 40-metre line. That's about a 13-metre run. Manselman, that's it, go, run. Oh, Chester drops the ball. No. Oh, no. Door back open again for the Dragons.
We needed that. Cowboys were looking good in that set. We needed that. And the Dragons will start their set inside the Cowboys' half.
Is there a challenge coming?
It's a challenge. Casey Ray's coming with the shot on her arm, so I think it's just a loose carry from Chester here.
I guess the question is, though, which direction does it go? Does it go forward? I don't think there's any. It's certainly not a strip.
It's not the one on Chester. It's when I thought it was when Crystal Blackwell tried to regather
pick it up.
Yeah.
She's trying to say it goes backwards.
I think they'll win this challenge.
But is it?
Commentator reckons they'll win this.
Weekend.
Well, I agree. I think it does go backwards. It's just a tackle, but it's then dropped backwards. It's that what happens after that. That doesn't touch a hand, and then it's dived upon.
You're saying
I reckon I've got about a 10% success rate when it comes to captain's challenges.
I think they win the challenge.
You were begging me not long ago.
I was saying that you're down to 97%.
Alrighty.
It's a 50-51 that the Dragons could use it with going their way, but it looks like it's going to go the way of the Cowboys. But no decision as of yet.
Just want to make a comment here from a comment. Leo Francis Royka, new here. I really like how we've alternated between commentators
Successful.
tonight. So, since we don't really know the name, so he's just saying a good job, chaps. Kudos and keep it up. So thank you very much, Leo. Thank you very much. Having a good time doing it. And keep the comments coming, guys, to dozen of you that are in here, thank you very much. As they do win the challenge, things just going the way of the Cowboys. Possible 2-on-1 strip scenario a few minutes ago, and now this going the way of the Cowboys. And not sure what tackle this is on, but the Cowboys are now up to halfway, right in the center of QCB Stadium. The play the ball comes through Chester. Mantelman, flat pass to Dib. Now Shania Power out there on the paddock with her first touch of 2024. And the Cowboys are 40 meters away. They're left of the field as Dib puts up a bomb and Berry takes it nicely.
Straight away looking to attack. It goes out to Bobby Law. Up the Cowboys. Wow, there's a second effort. There's a definite push there from the midfield and a penalty to the Dragons. As we see
Margot Vella
with ice on the ankle. Her day is done. She's still got tears rolling down her cheeks, and she's seen herself on the big screen.
She's laughing. Good to see her smiling.
She's laughing at the ugly crying face that she's got going on the sideline. As Basham has the ball for the Dragons, but maybe she's on the blue pipe and enjoying things on the sideline now because she was in a fair bit of pain earlier. As Steph Hancock has a loose grip on that one, just holds onto it. Slow play the ball. Didn't like the extra attention there from Mantelman. It comes out wide and now running a great line there, Saltia. She's done really well so far today, moved out to that edge. It goes now to Hopkins. Hopkins to Berry. Berry, dummy, go! Tegan Berry, there it is! We've been for it all night! And Tegan Berry explodes into a hole and scores to get the Dragons back in this game! Yeah!
All back to Casey Ray's run from dummy half there, Donnie.
Well, it certainly was, but yeah, as soon as Berry got that 2-on-1 situation, alarm bells must have been ringing for you, Sam.
This is what Sam was been fearing all week.
Yes, absolutely fearing. So now that's 2 games at QCB for 2 tries, Tegan Berry against the Cowboys at the very least anyway. Gary has been on a bender since yesterday at 5:30 since the Jackets has won. It might go on another couple of more hours.
Supporters, Sam.
Oh,
very good. Very good. Oh, but not very good defense by the Cowboys. Discipline, boys. It's what ruined us last year. And then just the errors, man. We had the ball go our way, or calls go our way, sorry. The past couple of minutes, we're just leaving this door open for them, and they're good enough, the Dragons. Clearly, they're good enough. As Racine McGregor lines up the conversion.
This is Racine
McGregor, and she makes no mess of it. It's 28-24. Dragons right back in this.
Well, plenty of time left on the clock, too. This has been a hell of a game. Plenty of points scored. We've seen a bit of this in the NRL through the week, but to see an NRLW game with a lot of points on the board, it's exciting footy. It's exciting to call, that's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. This will get them ready for it's a massive game for the team next week, but we'll get into that a little bit later. It's anyone's game right now. 20 to go.
Well, you've got some key players that you look to. The Dragons will get the ball from the kickoff. It bobbles down kindly on this occasion down to Brown. There haven't been too many kicks taken on the full from either team tonight, which has given all of us in the comm box a bit of a lot of heart palpitations. Bronte Wilson, she's trying to have an impact off the bench as well. The youngest player in the NRLW this season. There's another good run from dummy half from Casey Ray. Hopkins to dummy half. Gives it to Toa crashes up towards the 40-metre line. And she gives some applause. Manzelman just spent a fraction of a second too long for the referee's liking. She's demanded a fast ruck all night, has Nolan. And once again, well, just
too long to get Toa
last little hand.
Just want to really quickly say, Donny, that possession has now gone back in the way of Dragons. It's 54 to 46% at the moment, and they're at 83% completion rate.
Absolutely. And now a chance for the Dragons to snatch the lead as Saltia again put down, plays the ball back to Ray. Ray holds the pass up, goes to Wilson. Wilson crashing, driving towards the line. There's 3 Cowboys in the tackle and she's still going forward. Eventually they bend her over backwards as she runs out of energy. The pass down low, not the best from Ray.
Yes!
Put some pressure on the 42-year-old Steph Hancock who can't clean it up. She knocks it on. And the Cowboys survive. The exclamation point there from the Wobblin Jaw.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm trying to be as calm and as unbiased as I can be. Oh, man.
Amy Shao shaking his head.
Oh, this is scary, man. As I just said before, sorry to be cut you off before as well. It's 54% possession in favour of the Dragons at the moment when it was in favour of the Cowboys at halftime. And we've only been going about 15 minutes in this second half. So Dragons, they're coming, bro. As the Cowboys win the scrum, they're central, 20 metres out, and a good 7-metre carry there from Jakaya Whitfield. She's out there on the right, and the Cowboys are running right to left. And Banu now up over the 30, but she's set upon by 3 Dragons players there, primarily Steph Hancock. Manzelman left, finds, I believe that's Chester. It is Chester, up over the 40-metre line. Central again, Manzelman runs before putting Peacock back under, fended away from 1 and up over halfway by 5 metres. They're just a little bit right of centre as Manzelman on 4th, runs, passes to Tillett, and dummies in towards a decent carry there, up to the 13-metre line goes the Cowboys. Manzelman goes, faint to go down the short side, comes back left, Deer puts up the spiral from 35 metres out, and it's not done by Berry! Oh, man! What a bonus!
It was a perfect kick. Tegan Berry was so worried about trying to get in the in-goal to take the catch. She forgot to take the catch.
She was just worried about getting that 7 tackle set.
Well, we've got a penalty.
We've got a penalty.
Because of
we've got a penalty. What for?
Oh, well, that's an even bigger bonus.
Well, gold ticket there for the Dragons. They've got away with that one.
Whoa.
Someone in the comments let us know what the penalty was for. I assume in front of the kicker. There must have been offside from the kick, but I didn't see anybody up in Tegan Berry's face there. So that's a big bonus for the Dragons. Topanei gets the offload to Tiakalanga Katoa. But a good tackle. They stayed with her. Really important tackle from Rastran Smith as Racine McGregor pokes her head through. Casey Ray gets into dummy half once more. Again, we'll look out to Toaniai. Another offload to Tiakaranga Katoa. Well, that's 2 offloads. She's only got 2 in the game, and they've come in this set of 6. Tegan Berry. Berry throws the pass out to Bobby Law. Bobby Law!
On debut.
Try to the best Kelly Hunt you've ever seen! Yeah!
28 all. Kim Hunt, a debut try for the Dragons in her home region, Sam. You said she'd be a key factor up there, and what a place to score her first try in Dragons colours in her hometown.
I've never been so disappointed to be correct in all my life, Jesse. Oh, man, 28 all with a kick to come. What an incredible game. And look, I said before a few minutes ago that Cowboys get the few calls go their way. Dragons finally get one, and they capitalise.
Beautiful pass
nice
there from Tegan Berry.
Tegan Berry, man. And
Bobby Law found Kim Hunt unmarked.
Holy.
Well, how about this conversion attempt? How about this conversion attempt that's coming up?
We can take the lead for the first time in this match. Racine McGregor, all on you.
28 all. Still 15 minutes left. There's a lot of time left in this game. There's 56 points already being scored in the game. You wouldn't think that even if this goes over, it's not going to finish 30 to 28. There is a lot more points left to come in this game, but still
15 to go.
a big chance now for the Dragons, as you said, Jess, to take the lead for the first time. We'll have the best view in the house. Racine McGregor, the Dragons cheers or jeers will let you know. McGregor moves in.
The skipper
It's out to the left. It'll stay out to the left. Boom.
didn't quite have the distance there, but remains 28 all. Big 15 minutes. Final 15 minutes coming up.
We saw Raiders versus Newcastle put on one of the games of the season in either NRL or NRLW, in my opinion, this past Saturday. And while this might not be as crisp as that game, this has still been an absolute barnstorming game. What a match to commentate on with you boys. And we still got 15 minutes to go.
Looks like Jamie Sowers just left the box.
Oh,
he's looking a lot like Shane Flanagan did towards the back end of that Storm game yesterday. He looked like he needed an ambulance. The heart was not taking it. As Tiakaanga Katoa brings it back for the Dragons. Well, it felt like the Cowboys had all the ball in the first half, but you're right, Sam, this has turned around completely in the second half. Toa again, the ball comes free. How did it come free? Is it a mistake? Is it a
knock on? Oh, captain's challenge.
The Dragons are challenging this one.
I thought it went backwards in any event.
Well, we'll have to watch this one again, see how it comes out. That's the key. Does she offload it backwards? She doesn't look like
one challenging.
Well, again, you'd have to agree that it does come out backwards.
Is she looking to offload, or has it just come out that way?
I think it's just come out.
Yeah.
It's not stripped.
Just got her arm as a lever. You can see where her head is actually up tight. So she's got a
Mansellman hasn't got her hand in there, so
No, it's not stripped. She's lost it.
The Cowboys player is just making the tackle.
Okay.
unsuccessful challenge.
Ooh.
Lex can't believe that one. Lex is a bit shocked with that one.
Well, it went backwards, but I mean, if she's lost it after the tackle is complete, it's lost in the ruck. So I think that's the way they've ruled, that the tackle was complete when she lost the ball. It wasn't stripped.
So no challenges remaining for the Dragons.
And Cowboys win the scrum. It's going out the left to Crystal Blackwell. And, she put on a very, very flat pass. Oh, man, very, very flat. Lucky to stay in field. Oh, they've
she's lost the ball, Francesca Goldthorpe. It was a forward pass. I think they've just highlighted.
It was
pass. No, I think it wasn't called forward, but the footy gods got involved and came up with a knock-on.
Yeah.
The Dragons high-fiving with that play. So, they've got a big set coming up for the Dragons.
All right.
Well, 28 all. I know we've had a couple each way in terms of refereeing decisions going in our favour. Let's hope that it's not a refereeing mistake that decides this game and the players get to decide it, because it's been too good a game. Doesn't deserve the controversy as the Dragons bring it away through Basham. Basham driven backwards. Good contact there from Peacock. She's been one of the Cowboys' best for me. Makes great first contact and runs the ball with venom. It's now Tiakaanga Katoa gets an offload. Well, it was Toa Niai who got offloads to Tiakaanga Katoa in the last set. A second effort there. Penalty. Oh, well, she tried to flop down like a basketball player and milk a penalty, and Bright almost goes through. Chopped down low by Mansellman. Now it comes to Hopkins. Hopkins is going to go to the sky, test out the confidence of the fullback. Well, put a couple down. She takes that one, though.
Oh, well done, Crystal.
McGregor there.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Tillett now passes left, finds Sakai Whitfeld, maybe. Yes, it is. But Dragons, they've certainly got the momentum here. The Cowboys, they need to complete this set of 6 here. As Shania Power now fights her way towards the 20-metre line. They're about 15 metres away from the sideline as Dib waits a dummy half. She passes right, finds, I think that may be, Crystal Blackwell with the hit up. Third tackle now. Here's Goldthorpe. Dart out of dummy half, up over the 30. Beats one tackler, but she's brought down. She's about 5 meters short of the 40-meter line in men's and men. Goes back left. Last tackle. Dib kicks. Not played out. Barnu's collected the ricochet. She's running and she made a huge carry. No, it's 6 again, is it? No, she attempted to kick on fourth tackle. What is going on at the moment? It is 6 again.
It's 6 again. It's 6 again.
It is 6 again. Bree Chester plays the ball. First tackle, Mensman darts to the left. Inside 10 meters now. Peacock at dummy half. She passes left to Dib. Dib, she's just going to run it herself. And she's taken there by the Dragons defense. Holy smokes. Mantleman, flat pass to Tiana. Smith.
Held up.
No try.
No. She's got a try.
Oh.
Wow, cannot wait to see the replay on this one, man, as my voice breaks.
No bunker call there.
No.
Well, they check every try. It's the same in NRLW, isn't it? They check every try.
Yes.
She dropped it as one of the comments.
Well,
that doesn't get to the ground, does it?
Stage there. I mean,
she drops the ball. That hits the ground there, I think, but she doesn't have control.
You can't see that the ball's down at the ground any time. Here's in the replay again. Toe and knee on McGregor underneath her as well as Basham.
That angle.
You can't have any evidence there to prove that she didn't score.
Confirmed.
Try is confirmed.
On that right there, the ball goes down. Yep.
And then it came straight back up and looked like she was held up at the very least. But North Queensland getting another piece of luck that goes their way. Kira did.
That's a guilty face right there. Guilty face.
Oh, man, I turn it up. Hey, shut up. As look, they got a massive piece of luck. Dib putting in.
She shanked that.
She shanked
that could come back to bite them.
Oh my goodness.
As we enter the final 10, the Cowboys take the lead by 4.
Are you guys happy with that to be a try?
Yeah. Yeah, on that last angle, I think she had it.
Got it down.
Hit the ground and then bounced up. So, yeah.
Jamie Soward.
Not happy with it, though. Not happy with it at all.
I wouldn't be either.
Now she's got a smile on her face.
Alrighty, so we got less than 10 minutes remaining. Kick reset comes, taken on the full. Barnu up over the 20. No, it's Sarika Muka. I apologize. Up over the 20 and into the 30. Mantleman waits at dummy half. Passes left, finds Chester. Oh, heavy contact, strong contact there. Stopped just short of the 40-meter line. Cowboys to central. Mantleman. Oh, flat pass to Harden. Up over the 40. And she just works her way just short of halfway. Third tackle. They're still central. Mantleman darts at a dummy half. Runs, beats one, doesn't beat the second. And we're now Cowboys are now in the territory of the Dragons. 40 meters out. Blackwell at dummy half. Passes right to Muka. And she gets up to the 30-meter line. This is last tackle incoming. And it's still, flat pass by Mantleman. Runs a little bit, and they're going to
great tackle, Sarah Sautia.
They're going to run it on last play. Oh, I disagree with that option.
Interesting. See, Sophie Clancy's got back out there. Casey Ray's gone off.
Yep. Yeah, they're looking for an injection of enthusiasm from Clancy. Now the Dragons. Well, there's a pretty good set. It was a pretty good set after points there for the Cowboys. Apart from that last tackle option, which I agree was not the right way to go, and that one a mistake from Hunt comes up with the error, and the Dragons just hand the Cowboys an opportunity to perhaps put this game to bed.
Yep, as Jamie Soward highlighted through the week, fundamental errors, they're the ones he wants to get out of their game, and you can't give the Cowboys or any team gifted field position. And as you said, the Cowboys have a chance to put the game to bed as Jamie Soward has a dejected look in the box.
Well, a big defensive set coming up here for the Dragons and a great opportunity for the Cowboys.
Cowboys are now out on the right. Blackwell pass to Woodfeld, who utilises her speed, and they score off the scrum through to Kai Woodfeld, who's got a double tonight. Cowboys at the moment 36-28 with a kick incoming.
That might be enough to get you home.
Hard. They've had to work so hard for this game. What an incredible match of rugby league. And there's still just enough time for the Dragons, though. Still just enough.
Yeah, that might be the final blow for the Dragons. The Cowboys finishing the strongest, and again, the Shanae Lendl and Keely Brown found out there on that left side, and Tegan Berry coming off, but it's way too late, and Jakai Whitfeld exposed them with that speed out wide, and yeah, Cowboys look like they're going to grab the 2 points now.
So
it's just a great little scrum move, wasn't it? Going out wide, and Keely Brown just didn't have the speed to go with Whitfield. Berry, she's got all the speed in the world, but not enough to get across in time.
And what really
you love a good scrum move.
Of course, and what really threw them off there as well, I think, was that Jasmine Peters came way infield, came almost to the other side of the paddock to be that extra body that the Dragons had to concern themselves with. So good play there from Jasmine Peters to ruffle the feathers a bit more of the Dragons. It sort of did look a bit too easy though, but they utilised it. They did so well. And now Kira Dibb, it's not an important kick because it's at the moment 8 points the difference, but with 6 minutes remaining.
Depending on what happens here, and 6 minutes of
man.
With the clock not ticking, you'd say it's an important kick to take as much time off the clock as possible, but the clock's been stopped.
She shoots. It's straight. Doesn't have the legs. Oh, it does. It just goes over. Holy, 38-28. And this is the highest amount of points the NRLW Cowboys have scored in their history right now.
I'd be looking to the record books to see if there is any game that has a higher total match points in the history of NRLW, because
bloody oath.
It's a very high scoring game.
At the moment, it is looking at 66 points. I'm pretty sure it is the highest score in NRLW history. I expect Tegan Berry to go for the short restart here. No.
They don't. It's taken on the full 15 metres out from their own try line as Harden carries it up towards the 30-metre line. Tillett waits a dummy half, passes left and finds, I believe that's Bree Chester, and she's eventually going to be taken down to the turf. And I think Chester can make a case of being the Cowboys' best tonight. Mantleman runs a bit before passing to Peacock. Holy, what a collision.
Sammy Lee Bright was smashed.
Mantleman waits a dummy half. It's third tackle. She runs to the left before passing to Harden. They're up over halfway by about 4 or 5 metres. It's fourth tackle. Mantleman darts again. Passes to Peacock again. She's hungry for more contact, more collision. And it's last tackle now. Mantleman left, finds Dibb, and Dibb's put it sky high.
With 5 minutes left, allowed to bounce
again.
Offloaded by Blackwell.
Yeah, Hunt didn't get a touch on it. She again
4.5 to go. Running out of time, the Dragons. As Casey Ray's come back out.
They're trying to find some way of winning. Clancy, you'd have to think, is she in as a running forward? Has she gone off injured? She was only on for a couple of minutes.
It's a penalty.
A high tackle there on Berry. Berry wants to take a quick tap, but you can't on foul play. The Dragons want to get on with it. They know they're running out of time. They're down by 10. We're inside the final 5. They're eventually allowed to take the tap and goes now to Toaniai. She just takes the hit up to the 40-metre line. I'm surprised they didn't kick for the sideline there. They go out wide now to Hopkins. Hopkins goes out to Lendl. Lendl coming back between defenders. Flicks out a speculator to Sautia. Sautia comes back and runs into Tillett. Tillett gets some reinforcements there to help her make the tackle. It goes to Hopkins. Hopkins, she goes to cut out pass out to Brown. Brown chopped down low. Good tackle there from the 2-try hero in Whitfield. Hopkins goes back towards the middle. Southia being one of the Dragons' best. I don't know whether that was the play. We're down by 10. We need points and we need them now. Tackle 4. It comes to Hopkins. Hopkins going across field to McGregor. McGregor to Berry. Berry just tips it on to Law. Law comes back in field. They wrap up the football.
Need something
That's
special
tackle
here.
5. Tegan Berry to dummy half. What's she going to do? She's going to run down a blind side. Tegan Berry runs out of room. She's going to claim that she gets grabbed by the hair,
tackle.
but she's
penalty,
handing it over on the final play.
It's a penalty.
She's come back for the penalty there. The penalty has been awarded. The Dragons will stay on the attack. She wants to take the tap. When can I take the tap?
On report for the hair pull.
So the hair pull on Tegan Berry.
Whoa.
And a big call at a big moment. Toaniai. Toaniai straightens. She'll be put down. Centre field. Casey Ray looking left, looking right. Comes to the left. Turns that underneath the... Steph Hancock is that. Put down.
Tiakaraga Katoa.
Tiakaraga Katoa. Plays the ball back on the bounce to McGregor. McGregor gets it to Hopkins. Hopkins goes wide to Brown. Brown takes it on. Goes towards the sideline and chopped down again by Whitfield. Just short of the try line. Comes to Hopkins. Hopkins to Southia. She just settles. Can't get the arms free, but keeps the legs driving. Harden makes the tackle, and Southia has been hurt.
She's not well at all, Southia.
Well, she's been injured, but I think the referee may not have called time off before she dropped the ball. So
She's in a lot of pain, and another player down. Already lost.
I think this decision might go against the Dragons too, Jess. I think this might be ruled a drop ball.
As here's the penalty on Tegan Berry for the hair pull from Shania Power.
She put her hand up straight away. We see the injury again.
Spent a big chunk of last year on the sidelines too, Sarah Sautia. Only joined the Dragons last year. Only played the first couple of games before she went down with a knee injury.
Twisted down awkwardly. And it's going to be something similar here. An ankle. That ankle looks to have...
they say.
It certainly looks like they're looking at lower body there, Jess.
It is an ankle, yes, like Margot Vella.
Jonathan Thurston, can we come down to you?
Yeah, so Sarah's actually fallen on her left ankle there and got twisted up, so that's why they're checking their ankles. We had a look at
As we get into the last 2 minutes.
Well, the call here is going to be interesting as to whether the Dragons actually maintain possession. Because I think they're going to give... It's going to be a scrum with a feed to the Cowboys. I think that might be the game. So despite the fact she's been injured, she's lost the ball before the referee has called time off. She just drops the ball because of the injury.
Yep, Tillet's got the ball, so it looks like it will be a feed heading away to the Cowboys, and Dragons may not get the ball again. Southia is being carried off the field.
Less than 2
Well, a
minutes
couple of
remaining.
injury concerns for the Dragons to worry about next week.
Yep, it's a massive game against the back-to-back premiers, the Newcastle Knights. So doesn't get any easier for the Dragons.
I'm so sorry that's how it had to come to an end, man. I'm so sorry that sucks. So Cowboys win the scrum, and it's spun out to the left for Shania Power to have a hit up. And good attempt at a one-on-one strip there by Law, but unsuccessful as Goldthorpe darts to the right, and Dragons set upon her to keep her inside the 20 meters. 90 seconds remaining now. The game is unfortunately done for the Dragons, unless if something insane happens here, but Peacock says, not on my watch, as Manselman waits at dummy half. Cowboys are central. She passes right and finds Peters, who did break the line, but was falling. She's going to take the tackle. Let's play the ball on the 40-meter line. Tillett now runs. Pilata, just quietly, I haven't heard Pilata's name too much in this second half. Mantelman, waiting at dummy half. Last tackle, left for Tillett. Left even further for Dib. And Dib just puts it up instead of looking for more territory, and it's taken there by the Dragons.
Casey Ray.
Down with it. Take it away, Jess. Close it out.
Yep, so Casey Ray plays it. Hopkins, Keely Brown, as the clock winds down. Dragons will start this season none from 2. Not the best start to the season as Ray plays it. McGregor with the chip. Comes down to Berry. Berry away to McGregor. McGregor away to Yakara away to Tony. Tony will go in for a consolation try. 2
Wow!
Dragons, but they will finish the game with a try.
Well, just quickly tell the referee to not go for the conversion. So they're going to have 13 seconds here to go 100 meters here, the Dragons.
So
what a play! Tiakaranga Katoa, Toa Niai, streaks away,
run.
shows good speed, but what about that play? The chip over the top.
Nothing. No
Tegan Berry trails through straight back to Racine McGregor. Tiakaranga Katoa, the front rowers combine and go away to score that try. How good is that? How good's rugby league? Undefeated since 1908.
And yes,
it's not going to be enough for the Dragons to win.
Not going to be enough. There will be no kickoff. Or no. So
she has taken the kick, and it's 38-34.
So what's
they will get one play. They will get one play.
The clock on the screen says game's over. So the clock has been wound back to 1 second on the clock.
They're going to have one play. One play.
So Tawanei has a happy memory. Obviously, she had that season-ending injury there at this same venue last year, and a try in her return game there. Let's see what the Dragons have to play.
Well, let's see what we've got. One play. One play. Let's snatch it. Come on. Let's do it. Come on. Here
Cowboys want the game to be over. Dragons setting up for something.
Here we go. One final play for the Dragons.
I expect Tegan.
Cowboys will kick this as deep as they possibly can, and they'll hold a straight line.
Oh, they've gone short.
They go the squib kick. Now they pick it up. The Dragons go wide with McGregor. McGregor puts the kick through. Where's Tegan Berry? She's coming. Can't get there. The Cowboys take it, and the Cowboys will win.
Thank you, Mad Dragon. Thank you, Jesse, for joining me on this live stream as North Queensland get their first victory at home, their first victory of 2024. You ripper! Well done. What an unbelievable match, gentlemen. Commiserations to the players that you lost through injury tonight. Incredible game of rugby league, guys.
It was an incredible game. As you said, no defense in that. It was all out attack, 72 points. The most in NRLW history, and it's a bittersweet feeling though for the Dragons. Not a good start for their season, 9-2. As I said, toughest road trip next week, heading up to Newcastle to take on the back-to-back premiers.
Donnie, mate, Donnie.
Well, mate, I've got a little bit of a tradition that I like to do whenever the Dragons lose a game, I'm live streaming, so I'm going to do it for you.
Whoa. Holy, he's gone off. He's fired up. Holy smokes. You said at halftime you called for Racine McGregor to be more dominant in the second half. How do you guys reckon of Racine McGregor in that second half? Do you reckon she did better in the second half?
Yeah, I think she definitely got more involved in that second half, and she got her hands on the ball a lot more often. I saw a lot less of Zali Hopkins, so I think that's it. That's your answer there. Racine McGregor sort of got in, said, "Give me the ball." I think we did everything that we could, but defensively, there's massive question marks. You give up 38 points in a game. You know, you'd be happy with the attack scoring 34 points, but you give up 38 in a game. There's massive question marks on the Dragons defensively.
The injuries to your second rower, I think Sautia is, and then also Vela coming down on the left edge on both occasions. Have you guys, off the top of your head, have you guys got the depth to cover for next weekend?
Well, I expect Leo Fauchimawala, who made her debut against the Titans, she'll come into calculations, no doubt. And I
Great
expect
player.
someone like a Madison Mulhall to come into calculation as well. She was strong in the
Well,
Harvey
Taylor
Norman.
Curtis, who was the 18th player today.
Yep, and Ella Costa will be available next week as well. She's available from a shoulder injury, so
Very
she
good.
could come into calculations. And no doubt, I'm sure Tyler King may be available. I'm not sure if she's back in the country yet. I think she's returned home to New Zealand at this stage, but whether she returns to Australia this early, I'm not too sure what happens there. But so it's going to be an interesting week for Jamie Soward, and he's got a lot of work to do to get him up for this massive contest against the Knights next week.
Absolutely.
I think there'll be a lot of debate on our NRLW and lower grades review and preview on the Mad Dragons vodcast during the week in terms of what happens when King does come back in. Zali Hopkins, Casey Ray, all that sort of thing. There's a lot of interplay there in terms of what we do. But the Dragons need to make changes. We're down 0-2 and coming up against the undefeated two premiers from the last 2 years in the Newcastle Knights. We've got to do something different. We can't keep doing what we've been doing.
Yeah, we will get left if we continue this.
As for the North Queensland Cowboys, they're away to the Parramatta. No, they're actually taking a home game down to Brisbane to play the Parramatta Eels here in Brisbane. So it'll be a great opportunity to see the ladies live in person for me next weekend. For me, I think the best three on ground for North Queensland was Chester, Mantleman, and Peacock. I think they were our three best players this evening. It's very simple stuff that we need to fix. Defense leaking 34 points this weekend just then, but it's the errors in our discipline, more so our errors, but they did come from one player, with all due respect and all honesty. But guys, we're going to wrap things up there. Or if you want to have just one last say on something, I'll let you do it. But just let me say again, Mad Dragon, it was great to finally collaborate with you for the first time ever tonight. I had such a great time. I hope you guys did as well. Hope we can do it again later on. But thank you so much for your time. And Jesse, your time as well, second time in a week. Had a tremendous time with you guys tonight. And again, everybody, if you haven't already, please go and subscribe and get notifications put on for the Mad Dragons podcast. Social media links will be put up just a few minutes time at the conclusion of this live stream. But go Cowboys, first win up at home, first win of the season. Congratulations, girls. Over to you first, Jesse, and last word to Johnny.
Yep. Obviously not the result we were looking for the Dragons tonight. Plenty for Jamie Soward and the team to work on. As I said, he maybe needs to regroup, make some changes. Two big losses there. I thought Sautia was massive in that game, and Margot Vella a double. So, some interesting discussions no doubt Jamie Soward will have, and he'll have to jig things up with his game plan next week. But thanks for having us, Sam. It was really a privilege to come on and call that game with you. Unfortunate result for the Dragons, but thanks for the invite, and I'd love to do something with the game in sometime in the near future.
Yeah, for me, mate, I'll keep it simple. I mean, we've spoken about the game throughout the last couple of hours, but I mean, this is a lot of fun, mate. Like just sitting here shooting the shit with you fellas. Like it's been a great time to sit here. You've it's been a good fun game to call. I mean, the most points in NRLW history are unconfirmed. I haven't checked those stats, but I'm going to say it. That was the most points in NRLW history, and we just got to sit here and call every single one of those tries. It was incredibly exciting. Thank you very much for the opportunity to come on and share some of your audience with us and vice versa. So absolutely loved it, mate. Thank you very much.
Most welcome. Alrighty then, we'll leave it at that. 38 points to 34. What's going to happen the next time that Wobblin Jaw and Mad Dragon meet up? Because if it's anything like what just happened, you got to tune in again, man. Thank you everybody for tuning in, by the way. Just the chat coming in now. Everyone that tuned in, thank you so much. We're out of here. Cowboys victors in the end. But thank you so much, Mad Dragons podcast, for coming on again. You guys are champions. Talk to you guys later. Take care. Adios.
He has reservations.